Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Frenzy. Okay, so next page we did, the last one we did, this one, the dancing girl, the celebrate girl. So today I wanted to do something, well, not different from any of the others, but instant gratification. So tissue paper like this. It looks like you painted it and it's just cut and glue and you are pretty much done. That's all you have to do. It is such a simple technique. You know, if you buy tissue paper that has the background that already looks like it's been painted and mark making and all the things that you would normally do, that would be very time consuming. This would take a lot of the work out of it for you. So, and for some people also all the fun, but if you're in a hurry or if you don't want to take too much stuff with you when you're traveling or things like that, it's nice to be able to still create pages that have some really cool background effects. And make sure I just get this glued down. Alright, there we go. Try to line it up as best as you can and just work your way out from the center. And because the background you still see through, it's still pretty cool having that added to it. Alright. It's instant basically at this point, you know. It's so cool how a lot of these tissue papers that I get at the dollar store have such a wonderful design on them that you can use them in this manner. This way. Remember not to cut your other pages too close. Kind of hard to see at some point, but we'll muddle through. There we go. Same thing to this one. My desk is now a disaster area. I have tissue paper pretty much everywhere because I'm trying to film all this pretty much in one day. So even though it may be a week later for you, you know, I tried to film it all in one day. It doesn't always work out that way, unfortunately, but I do try. So if you wanted to strengthen up your pages, you can always do your backgrounds and then have, you know, you can go over top like this, especially if you think ahead. I don't, obviously, but if you wanted to strengthen up your pages and you just use plain copy paper as your background before you use tissue paper as a background, you can absolutely do it that way. It'll definitely make it much stronger. So if you wanted all white backgrounds and then put your tissue paper over top of that, that would absolutely work. But I'm trying to keep this as thin and flat as possible and the least amount of work as possible. Oh my goodness, makes me sound lazy, doesn't it? Okay, so I like this. This is really cool. Let's see. It comes with this lovely red tissue paper. Now, there's only a little bit of pink in here. I do have some things on my desk. Let's see, I have some of the green. So I wanted to experiment a little bit more with texture. Since I didn't scrunch up this paper, I wanted to try it with just some tissue paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to lay some glue along the edge here. And I'm going to see if I can just sort of scrunch it up a bit, just to give myself a little bit of a, I don't know, just a little ruffle. Just to try something different. Oh, not all the way glued down there. Come on. There you go. So that's kind of cool. That gives a bit of texture. Now you could do it off the page, obviously, if you wanted to. And we might do that over here, since I have all this left over from the last page. So let's do that. See if we can go off the page with this one, which make trimming difficult for the next one. So you have to make sure you line it up properly. Just keep that in mind. We could just keep it on the inside. You know what? I think we'll do that. And then maybe with the cover, what we'll do is we'll do that. I'm working kind of from the side here. There, that's okay. That is fine the way it is. So that's a cool way to add some texture. Like I said, you know, this is a good place to experiment. Tissue paper is not overly expensive, so you can just do whatever you like. All right, so I like that. What we could do is we could overlap on this side, add a little bit of the purple, since we have it laying on our desk. Can you see that? I'm just sort of scrunching and laying it down in the glue at the same time. Because it's tissue paper, it folds so nice and easy. So it just acts like a ribbon. So that's pretty cool. Alrighty. I just have some pink left over. We could add to it if we wanted to. There's such a thing as overdoing it. Alright, I think what we'll do is this one here. And the key to any of these kinds of things, okay, maybe we'll rip this one. The key is to reintroduce the color, right? So if you're doing one color, you want to reintroduce it. In this case, I just want a nice little torn edge. And then this fits nicely in this little open spot. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to color this. Let's see. So I'm hoping you all have had a good week. I try to upload on Fridays, every Friday. If not Friday night, then you know, in the middle of the night, so you'd see it on Saturday mornings. But I'm hoping you're all having a great week, or had a great week, and now you are in the midst of your weekend. So hopefully you can try some of these different techniques that I've been working on in this little art journal. And then I'm hoping you've been playing along and just having fun. I like that. All right, and then bring in the markers, because it does tend to give it a little bit more oomph without over wetting your paper. Adds a little bit more depth, which is kind of cool. All right, let's see. I have a yellow. use plain old highlighters too. You don't have to use the fancy schmancy ones like I've got. It's more her hair that shows up, which is okay. And there we go. Now she's wearing a bikini. So this is basically, you know, the Jean Davenport series where she has all the ladies at the beach or poolside, whatever it may be. But they all look like they're friends and they're all having a pretty good time. I'm coloring on top of my cutting mat, so there's quite a bit of texture in behind. So there's lines that show up, which is kind of cool. It's a different way to add texture to your paper. Unintentional, but still welcome. And again, you know, just have fun with colors. I could have just done this in the marker, but I kind of like the texture in behind. So that is fun. We can add, I'm just going to close this up or else it's just going to dry out. Hold on. Where did my Sharpie go? There it is. So there's a lot of mark making in the background, so it doesn't really need it. But I kind of like just adding my own little spin on it. And that just sort of makes it all work together. It's a good way to make it cohesive. Not just color, but mark making too. So in this case, I'm leaving it in this kind of order, in this way. We can ink the edges in the brown. And you can add book page to this too, I guess, if you really wanted to. You could cut it out. Let's see how it looks with this. We can always cut it out if we have to. Let's see. Yeah. Not liking that. So we will do this. And this is why you experiment, because you don't know what you're going to like from one page to the next. You might like the idea of it, but this is not really technically, you know, a junk journal kind of thing. I wanted it to be more of an art journal. So, which is a bit more of a different look. There we go. And cut this center part out. Get the X-Acto knife out. I find it easier to pull down than it is to go up. So if you turn your piece around, it's easier to cut with an X-Acto knife. Makes it a little bit easier to control, rather. There we go. There. That looks good. Where did my lid go? I don't want to cut myself. There it is. So in order to neutralize some of this background, what we can do is we can add something to the back. So something like this. There's nothing else in this color in the background, but her bikini and her sarong does have this kind of color. So what we can do is we can do something like this. Okay, and that'll help bring some of that background back a little bit. Something like that. So that's pretty cool. So we'll glue this down first. It just helps to neutralize some of this. Peel some of that back. There we go. Tissue paper is quite malleable, so it's not too bad. There we go. That is good. Let's get these ones glued down. It's a very summery stamp set, which I'm okay with. I know it's we're going into fall now, but I'm okay with that too. The last little bits of summer hanging around. There we go. And then, I don't know, what else? One more thing. Let's see. You know, this is always the part that I never really know what I want to put down, which is probably not the best way to keep you guys guessing with the blank. You know, the quietness of this video, but oh well, it's okay. So here we go. I'm happiest when I'm with you. So whether it's a friend or more than friends. There we go. It's really pretty. So that's it. Again, a little bit of ruffled edge, which is really cool. Tissue paper, just, you know, you can do just about anything with it. And it adds so much more character than just a plain flat piece. And you can cover some of it up if it's a bit too busy, which is kind of cool. But yeah, there you go. I'm happiest when I'm with you. They look like sisters, don't they? Or more, who knows? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. We only have 1, 2, and the cover to go, so we're getting there. Alright, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.